fair to say that for many, the reboot of the Medal of Honor franchise was a respective letdown, sullied by uninspired game design and a disappointing multiplayer offering. Developers of the original game, Danger Close, have learned their lessons and made their focus clear, and the result is a direct sequel, Medal of Honor Warfighter. Hell-bent on delivering blockbuster gaming thrills while maintaining a respectful stance of the badasses that inspired the game's events, does Medal of Honor Warfighter encourage you to enlist? Let's find out.
Mother, Dusty, what the hell just happened with your little op?
No idea. Standard demolition stuff. Next thing we know, it's raining containers and we're in a shootout with a goddamn helicopter.
The story of Medal of Honor Warfighter takes you across the globe to a variety of dangerous locales, where you switch between different units, both working to stop an Iraqi terrorist sect from distributing dangerous chemical weapons through the arms black market. This military hijinks is intercut with the antics of a soldier codenamed Preacher, as he struggles between loyalty to his country and saving his slowly disintegrating marriage with his now estranged wife and daughter. While this may walk along a realistic and respectful line to our brothers in arms, the issue with the structure of the story is that the big picture of what you're actually after isn't fully understood or even explained until very late in the game, mostly due to its poorly constructed non-linear format. You'll spend more time wondering what you're going after and why, rather than getting immersed in the high-stakes drama or Preacher's personal turmoils. Added to that are inconsistent story beats and hackneyed writing with cliched humorous banter that can take you out of the experience.
If I don't make it, give this to my ex-wife.
Now, none of this is to say that Medal of Honor Warfighter lacks all semblance of intelligent pacing, since it does a very commendable job throwing you neck deep in the action from the very get-go and never pulling back.
Get down! Down the stairs! Hustle up!
Medal of Honor Warfighter is unequivocal first-person shooting standard, which essentially means that an avid player will know exactly what to expect as you grind throughout the campaign. The occasional switch-ups to on-foot chases, frantic car pursuits, and controlling remote sentry turrets to clear sensitive areas freshen up the sale formula, though the ability to unlock alternate ways to simply breach a door by landing headshots is pretty much an unnecessary addition. The firefights are consistently fast and intense, and will nicely challenge the most hardened FPS veteran when the difficulty is turned up to the max. The option of using weapons that pack both dual scopes adds to the strategy of eliminating the enemies. You can pick off nearby hostiles with the red dot, and then switch to your zoom scope to waste that pesky sniper. Other versatile options like destroying enemy cover and shooting explosive barrels afford a generous latitude in tackling the linear objectives, which for the most part are clearly outlined for you to easily follow. But not all is well, as your AI squad mates aid you very little in the obstacles that are in your way, to the point where one might even suggest why they're even present to help you at all when they're so damn ineffective beyond belief, other than to maybe act as a seemingly limitless supply of ammo restocks.
Clear.
The enemies themselves aren't that much better, straddling the line between tough-to-beat ragdoll bullet sponges and idiotic kamikazes that they exacerbate the infrequent hit detection issues more than they actually should. With all of this shoved into a less than 5-hour runtime, Warfighter's campaign falls woefully short in comparison to some of its contemporaries, so its extended value falls solely on the multiplayer. Your experience begins through choosing a Tier 1 operator based on 12 different nationalities and regiments, including US Navy SEALs, Polish Groms, and Australian SAS. There are the standard team deathmatch and objective-based game modes to cater to the game's sparse number of included maps, and advancing in the ranks unlock new classes, weapons, attachments, killstreak rewards, and a slew of commendations specific to each operator, though some with pre-order DLC weapons will be given an initial edge on the competition. Warfighters focus on buddying you up with a fellow player to earn extra experience through joint kills, resupplying ammo, healing wounds, and acting as a mobile spawn encourages a great sense of teamwork, and those are the moments when the multiplayer fires on all cylinders. The prospect of maxing out all 12 tiers is an enticing time sink for completionists, and with stable network performance and future downloadable content, there's definitely a potential community for Warfighter to last a good long while, although just how long that is remains to be seen. Warfighter is quite a visual leap from the previous game. Developers Danger Close squeeze out a hefty chunk of beauty from the Frostbite 2 engine developed by DICE to render everything from sand, water, forest and mountain formations, as well as stunning motion captured cutscenes into an engaging tapestry. The sound design, like the previous game, is still top of the class and is best experienced through a set of headphones to capture all of the intricate scrapes, bangs and whizzing of bullets past your head. But with the ups do come the downs, with the glaringly repetitive AI design, more than a few texture pop-ins and screen tearing rearing their ugly head all too often, and not to mention that the game froze on me a single time during a hectic firefight late in the game. It's these anomalies that keep Warfighter from being the true AAA title it flaunts itself to be. While nowhere near being a failure, Medal of Honor Warfighter isn't a runaway success either, with persisting issues carrying over from its predecessor that continue to bog down the potential that the series has for reclaiming its one-time FPS throne. While the multiplayer is definitely the selling point and some cool moments abound in the campaign, its brief thrills are sadly forgettable that it's hard to justify a full price purchase if you're so paying that much. The game definitely has more pluses than minuses, and with a little more focus on storytelling and attention to detail, it could have become a must-buy. But for now, it's definitely a step in the right direction for the franchise.